If you're relying on Social Security in 2026, here's what most retirees won't realize until it shows up in their bank account. Your benefit may go up, and your usable income may go down. A small increase, a smaller margin, and by February, the squeeze can already be visible. Every fall, the Social Security Administration announces the annual cost of living adjustment. The number is precise. It is formula-based. It is designed to protect retirees from inflation. When prices rise, benefits rise. That's the principle. But protection on paper does not always translate into protection at the household level. If you depend on updates like this, subscribe to Macro Signals so you stay ahead of changes that directly affect your income and long-term stability. Here's where the misunderstanding begins. The COLA is calculated using the Consumer Price Index for urban wage earners and clerical workers, known as CPI. It measures inflation based on the spending patterns of working households. Not retired households. Working consumers spend more on transportation, apparel, and commuting-related costs. Retirees, on average, spend a larger share on healthcare, insurance, housing stability, and prescription drugs. When inflation cools and gasoline or discretionary retail, CPI-W softens. When CPI-W softens, the COLA softens. But many retiree-heavy expenses do not cool at the same pace. That's the mismatch. Let's put real numbers on this. Assume that 2026 COLA lands around 2.3%. A retiree receiving $2,050 per month would see roughly a $47 increase. About $564 over the year before deductions. Now shift to January. Medicare Part B premiums adjust. Prescription drug plans renew. Supplemental policies reprice. Many property tax assessments reset. Homeowner insurance renewals often arrive within the same window. These systems operate on different data cycles, but the impact clusters at the start of the year. If Part B rises by $18 per month and a supplemental plan rises by $15, that's $33 immediately absorbed. Homeowner insurance rises by $240 annually. That's another $20 per month equivalent. Before groceries, utilities, or unexpected expenses, most of that $47 is already spoken for. The increase was real. The flexibility was not. This is not a breakdown of the system. It is how the formula was designed to function. The adjustment reflects national economic averages. It does not measure individual cost pressure. The formula isn't designed to fail retirees. It's designed to measure the economy. And those are not always the same thing. There's another layer that often gets overlooked. Most retirees have Medicare Part B premiums deducted directly from their Social Security payments. Under what's commonly known as the hold harmless provision, many beneficiaries are protected from seeing their Part B premium increase by more than the dollar amount of their COLA. That safeguard matters, but it does not apply universally. Higher income retirees, subject to income-related premium adjustments, operate under different rules. New enrollees can experience different treatment depending on the year. Supplemental plans, Medicare Advantage premiums, and Part D drug plans are not capped by that same limitation. Those premiums respond to claims data, utilization trends, and insurer projections. So when retirees hear that they're protected, they often assume broad insulation. In reality, the protection is specific and limited. Now consider carefully. The COLA is determined using third-quarter CPI-W data, July, August, and September. If inflation trends downward during those months, the adjustment reflects that moderation. but insurance carriers often finalize premium repricing later in the year. Local property assessments may be based on valuation cycles that lag federal data. Healthcare costs may rise due to utilization patterns that don't align neatly with CPI timing. The federal formula does not retroactively account for those divergences. This is how fixed income pressure builds, not through collapse, through narrowing margins. A little less cushion, a little less room for error, until one unexpected expense carries more weight than it used to. Consider a realistic example. David is 69 and receives $2,180 per month in Social Security benefits. He waited until full retirement age to claim, giving him a stronger base benefit. His monthly fixed obligations, including Medicare deductions, a supplemental policy, utilities averaged across seasons, property taxes allocated, and basic food costs total approximately $1,940. That leaves him with about $240 of discretionary breathing room. With a 2.3% COLA, his benefit rises by about $50 per month. In January, his Part B premium increases by $17. His supplemental plan rises by $16. His homeowner insurance renewal adds $22 per month. That's $55 in additional fixed costs. His income rose by $50. His core expenses rose by $55. Doesn't feel the squeeze when COLA is announced. He feels it 2 months later, noticing that his margin is slightly thinner than it was last year. Nothing dramatic happened. Nothing alarming. Just compression. Here's a deeper structural point that many retirees underestimate. COLA increases are calculated as a percentage of your base benefit. The starting point matters enormously. Someone who claimed at 62 locked in a permanently reduced base. Every future COLA compounds off that lower figure. Over a decade, even moderate inflation produces materially different cumulative totals. The adjustment percentage may be identical. The outcome is not. There is also the issue of taxation thresholds. Social Security benefits become partially taxable once provisional income exceeds certain fixed levels. Those thresholds are for inflation. As nominal income gradually rises due to COLA adjustments, some retirees find a larger portion of their benefits subject to taxation, even though their purchasing power has not meaningfully improved. Again, no sudden change, just incremental erosion. This is exactly why staying informed matters. If you haven't already, subscribe to Macro Signal, so you're consistently ahead of policy shifts and administrative adjustments that shape fixed income stability. So what can be done? Start by calculating your projected net benefit for January, not just your gross increase. Estimate your new Social Security amount. Subtract anticipated Medicare premiums and known insurance renewals. Even conservative projections provide clarity. If you have not yet claimed benefits, evaluate timing carefully. Delaying increases your base benefit. A higher base compounds every future COLA. For households with flexibility, that structural advantage can outweigh the appeal of early payments. If your income places you near Medicare premium adjustment brackets, monitor taxable income carefully. Income-related premium calculations often use a 2-year look-back period. Strategic withdrawal planning can reduce the risk of unexpected premium increases. Review annual insurance renewals proactively rather than reactively. Many retirees track market fluctuations closely, but overlook incremental insurance adjustments that quietly narrow monthly margins. These are not dramatic moves. They are structural adjustments. Looking ahead, based on current inflation patterns, 2026's COLA is likely to be moderate compared to the unusually high adjustments of recent years. that suggests broader price stabilization. However, healthcare cost growth has historically trended above general inflation over long periods. Insurance repricing cycles remain sensitive to regional risk modeling and claims data. Administrative modernization is increasing precision in income reporting and premium calculation. If those patterns continue, retirees will benefit from greater system efficiency, but also face tighter alignment between reported income and premium obligations. The broader message is steady and grounded. The adjustment will arrive on schedule. The formula will function exactly as written. The increase will be but whether it feels sufficient depends on preparation, cost structure, and timing. COLA protects averages. Preparation protects households. As the official 2026 announcement approaches, focus less on the headline percentage and more on your personal margin. Understand your fixed costs. Anticipate January clustering. Evaluate how your claiming strategy and taxable income interact with premiums and thresholds. When you measure those factors clearly, the squeeze becomes predictable, and what is predictable can be managed. If this breakdown helped clarify what's ahead, make sure you're subscribed to Macro Signal. We continue tracking every economic signal, regulatory adjustment, and benefit update that affects everyday households, so you don't have to. Share this with anyone who relies on Social Security income in a system driven by formulas and timing. Informed preparation is the real advantage.